number 18. Do. Does it say I'm live at all? No. Why not? That's disappointing. Why? Why, Twitch? Why you do this? You make me sad. Let's try again. Huh? Uh-huh. Huh? Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Is it working now? We got something? Hello? Is this thing on? Ah. Well, it's working on my phone, so I'm going to assume that's a good thing. Go away. Hey, sweet! We're online. Alright. What's going on, everybody? It's Mobius Y, playing some Stellaris Console Edition. Time of recording this, Wednesday, April 29th. Every time I try to stream, it seems Twitch wants to give me more issues. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. Talkie, blah, blah, blah. Are we there? Yes, you are. Okay. Going back to the Zukes, a random stream game. Ooh, oh, there goes my phone. Hey! Well, that was lots of not fun. I don't know, like every time, every day. Something new comes up, and it's like, what is going on with Twitch this time? What's the surprise today going to be? Oh, it's just straight up not going to work. So I got to do the good old shut her all down and boot her back up. That's okay. Anyways, yeah. Now that everything's working, let's get this underway. It's still planned to stream for minimum 2 hours. Probably just going to do 2 hours tonight. Reminder to those of you watching this on YouTube, my name's Mobius Y. If you would like to see more Stellaris Console Edition content, subscribe to the channel. Dingle my dongle so you're notified when I upload a new video. And don't forget to check out the links in the description below. My Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of, so that more of you could come by and I can interact with you live while I am playing. That would be fantastic. My Twitter feed, which is a great way to keep in touch with me, and I'll post important announcements, such as if I have to postpone or cancel a stream. And, of course, the Discord channel, where a bunch of my viewers are a part of. We have over 100. A-Spec just put a YouTube video up on Console 2.2. I'll have to check it out later, then. As I was saying, Discord channel, we have over 100 members now. Pretty much everybody is there to watch my Stellaris Console Edition stuff. We have people from both Xbox and PlayStation platforms, so you can discuss the game with other players, set up multiplayer games, you know, all the good fun stuff. Why did I do mining networks there and there? Oh, well, I don't know why I did this one. This one I know. Adjacency bonus. Also, those of you who have so far missed it, come May 12th, we are getting console updated to version 2.2, making us much more on par with Empire Capital Complex. Oh, right, that's upgrading. Putting us much more on par with the PC version, which is currently on 2.6. However, a lot of the information you'll find online about how to play the game will be much more relevant to console version. Because a lot of the core mechanics are the same. We're just going to be missing a whole bunch of extra fluff that PC has from future updates and DLCs and the like. But also when that happens on May 12th, when we do get that update, old save files will be incompatible. So finish up those save games. If you got some cool stuff going on, if you got a long ongoing game that you want to try and, you know, take over the galaxy, and excuse me, now I have the hiccups all of a sudden. I suggest doing that a little less than 2 weeks from the time of recording this before that happens. So you do have a bit of time. And if you do want to continue the story of some of your current save games, I suggest getting on that right away, because those save files will be unavailable once we make the giant leap for console kind.
Complete.
Okay, so we're building the Empire Capital Complex on Mineral Division, or Mining Division, sorry, which is now our Empire Capital, obviously. That's why we're putting the Empire Capital Complex on it. And we want to put the Galactic Stock Exchange and the Research Institute at the very least. Those are two of the Empire unique buildings that we definitely want to have within our Empire. The Research Institute generates a fair bit of science, but also increases our research speed in all three branches by an additional 5% when it is finished constructing. And the Empire unique Galactic Stock Exchange increases all energy generated on all of your colonies by an additional 10%. So it combines nicely with any colonies that have an energy grid or an energy nexus. So we got a little over a year before we're done the next Ringworld section, which is pretty cool. We just had another scientist die. You know what? I don't want to spend the influence to recruit a new one. If we had like a really cheap one with the eager trait, then I would have gone for it, because that probably would have been super, super cheap. But we need the influence in order to build the Empire unique structures. Because they require influence. I believe it was about 75 each, wasn't it? Let's take a look. Galactic Stock Exchange. Oh, 35. Okay, even better. So we'll be able to build one right away. The first one will definitely be the Galactic Stock Exchange, because we need to get our energy credits generation back up there. Not that it's, you know, terribly bad right now, but it's not as good as it was. But thank you for bringing that to my attention there, John Wildboy. I'm going to have to check out A-Spec's video once we're done here. Independence guaranteed. Okay, duly noted. Hopefully by the time the Galactic Stock Exchange is done, we will have enough to start the Research Institute. They're only 175 minerals each, so in a single month, we get enough minerals to construct both buildings. We just need the influence, and we just need the Empire Capital Complex. Actually, we could have built these on... Can we... We have to make our habitat our capital, I think, and then we could probably build it on a capital. Or on a habitat, wouldn't we? Yeah, I think that's what we'd have to do. Interesting.
Complete.
Didn't really know that. But, hey, the more you learn. Hyperspace slipstreams, all done. Let's get let's get focused arc emitters, because that's useful. Just about done here. Less than 3 months to go, and by then we should, well, not quite 3 months. We're gonna definitely have enough minerals to do the next Ringworld section, because we got a year, and we're getting almost 400 minerals every month. We'll have 20,000 in just a few months here, so we're actually looking good. Our economy is looking way better than it was even just on Monday, or definitely from last Friday. We've grown so much. However, it's taken a very long time. It's taken at least 50, maybe 60 in-game years to get us up to this point. Almost 100. We're already in the 2nd century. We are nowhere near ready to deal with an endgame crisis when one shows up. We need our economy back on track. The biggest thing that would improve our economy is liberating ourselves. And I've been saying that several times, but the opportunity to actually do it hasn't really been there. Okay, 12 more days, and then we'll get the Galactic Stock Exchange underway. It's still going to take a bit to finish constructing. Where are you? There you are. 134 days. That's actually not too bad. And then before that's even done, we should have enough influence. So that's done in about 4 months. In 4 months, we'll have generated at least another 12 influence. So yeah, we'll be able to do the Research Institute immediately afterwards. And we can upgrade all these mining networks to mining network 5s, which are really productive. They jump from a mining network 4, which produces 5 minerals, to a mining network 5 that produces 8. So mining networks, initially, they're not terribly productive compared to other base structures, like a power plant. Like, power plants a grade 1 power plant gives you, I believe, 3 energy credits, whereas a grade 1 mining network only gives you 2 minerals. But a grade 5 power plant and mining network each give you 8 of their respective resources, so they're pretty productive. And then there's not as big of a jump with the science labs. The Science Lab 3 will produce 1 science in the 2 fields that the lab isn't focused on. And the type that it is focused on, it would only produce 6. It jumps from 4 points in whatever it is with a Science Lab 3 to 4 points with a with a Science Lab 4. Or sorry, to 6 points with a Science Lab 4. Derp. I can math her. Alright, there we go. Research Institute online. We don't have anywhere near enough influence for infrastructure projects, but that's okay. We do have our governor that is increasing building build speed. We're also researching assembly algorithms again, which won't finish anytime soon, but it'll help just a teeny tiny bit. So, before we get the high-level mining networks online, we're going to build one here for this guy, because he needs one. And then we'll start upgrading the lower grade ones, and then the last big hiya will be upgrading all of these mining networks to level 5. Okay, so society research, I believe we're all done everything. So what we're going to stick with is talent acquisition to reduce leader recruitment cost. This has a limited number of copies. I think you can also only do this one 5 times. Just like gravitational analysis, which reduces build cost. So we'll get the talent acquisition whenever it pops up, because that's a repeatable that will go away. And then after that, we'll largely just focus on administrative efficiency, which increases our core sector system limit. Not that it's really going to do very much. And what else can we get? The ones that do army damage and army health aren't terribly bad picks, and the one that increases leader capacity, I suppose, if we have no other real decent options. By the way, in the actual Twitch app, I have lowered the volume of the game. I've noticed in the last couple streams that the game volume is significantly louder than it previously was, because all my frickin' settings were reset earlier this week. So I didn't quite realize, like, I thought I set it low enough, but I didn't quite realize that it wasn't low enough. So if it's a lot better now, please let me know. That'd be great. Yeah, JB, I started a little late because I was having problems with the app as usual. I see Razor's here as well. Probably because I actually started before midnight. So hopefully all the people that saw me post on the Twitter and whatnot didn't already bail and give up on coming by my stream for the day. That would kind of suck. Alright, can we breach the shroud now? Yes, we can. Let's do that. Reach into the shroud. Boop. Increased influence. That would actually be pretty nice. And we didn't get anything. Damn it. That sucks. I just got home, man. No worries. Okay, well, good timing then. So, habitable section B. Whoa, we have a Xeno Zoo on here to increase happiness. That's pretty neat. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles with minerals. There's not very much food on this one, which is pretty cool. That's different from what it's been the last little bit. There's some science tiles. Not a lot, though. And then this one had like a whole bunch of food, didn't it? Yeah, I'm still not sure what section we want to turn into what. Probably want to do the first section we colonize as a mineral section again to increase our minerals over the next several years so that we can improve our economy even more, and then that will allow us to get ready to build more military. Alright, so our energy credits actually shot up by about 50 points or something like that. Hang on, let's deactivate this really quick. Boop. Okay, maybe it wasn't that much. And let's activate it again. There we go. So for those of you that didn't realize this, but there's the replace, deactivate, and demolish options. The demolish will get rid of the building altogether. The replace, you can replace it with a different building, but you can also just deactivate it. to see what happens, like how it affects your overall production when it's deactivated. You know, if you didn't have that building compared to if you did have that building. If you don't want to actually get rid of it or replace it with something, you can just deactivate it. I'll admit I very rarely do that myself. But it's a handy tool when you just want to double check something. Double check the impact that something is having on your empire. Okay. We're looking good, folks. We're looking very good. We just need this mining network to finish up. We have enough influence to colonize the new Ringworld sections now, too. So we'll start upgrading this mining network, which is only a grade 1, and this other one that is just finishing construction. It will also only be a grade 1. We'll finish those up first. We want to get to grade 4 and then upgrade all of these to grade 5 mining networks. I might have to build a mining network 1 here for this guy, because I highly doubt we'll finish these upgrades before that pop is fully grown. The biggest boost to our overall economy would be simply upgrading these to grade 5s like right away, though. Yeah, we'll just do that. Screw it. Upgrade, 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 and upgrade. Alright. Now the reason why you start with the higher ones is because when you have the higher grade buildings and you upgrade them to be, you know, even higher grade, the thing is that the buildings that produce more base resources also generate more based off of the bonuses that you're getting from other stuff. For example, the 20% we're getting from extraction patterns and powered exoskeletons, plus another 20% from mineral processing plant, 10% from our ruler, so a total of 50%, and then 60% with mining guilds, and so total of 80% with the happiness bonus. That 80% translates into more minerals when they're on a building generating 8 minerals or 5 minerals, as opposed to being on a building that's only generating 3. 80% of, you know, 5 is a bigger bonus than 80% of only 3. So it translates very well into you want to get those upgraded and online faster than simply building up the lower grade ones. While a lower grade one will be like, okay, so I just built one that's generating 2 minerals plus another 80%, so like what would that be? 3.6 minerals, instead of upgrading to a grade 5, which is already producing 8 minerals and also giving you 80% of that, which is, what are we looking at here? Well, I mean, even 80% of 5, that's like another 4 minerals, as opposed to just 1.6. Math. The greatest ally in this game for players is math. Alright, we need to upgrade this spaceport. Get that online. We're going to do another orbital hydroponics farm here. And we have enough influence to colonize. We're going to do that here, because this looks like it would be a good minerals section. Okay, where do we go? Let's colonize from Science Division. Okay, where to put this? Can't really do the... See, if we can't really put it here and then put a mineral silo at a diagonal to get 2 tiles benefiting from the double adjacency bonuses. It's not really going to work. Damn, that sucks. Tell you what, I'll put this one here because it'll get a little bit extra energy from the energy yield on this tile. Then we'll do a mineral silo on this blank tile here, which will give an adjacency bonus. So this tile that's already generating 2 minerals will have like a, once this colony is fully developed with an empire, a planetary capital, it'll be getting +3 adjacency bonus. So that single tile will actually be quite productive. So I'm going to name this the mining section. There we go. Mining section. Ship is on the way to colonize. What the heck is this guy doing? Entering orbit of Hercapetibrigator. Oh, these guys are still at war, aren't they? Where is the materialist Fallen Empire? There they are. Yep, they are at war with our bosses. Still couldn't declare an independence war with these guys because they're in against these guys because they're in a defensive pact with a bunch of these people to the north of them. Both of which are still overwhelming compared to us by a pretty significant margin. That's what we should do after this next ring world, is we should get a sentry array. That will be infinitely useful. You can never go wrong with a sentry array. Plus, if we actually declare war against our overlords and successfully gain our independence, we'll actually lose access to their sentry array. So we will lose vision on the entire galaxy. Rivalry ended, probably because they're tired of getting their ass whooped. But you're still at war, so we got to deal with that. Where are these guys going, anyways? Oh, okay. They're going after that planet first. Tony Nod, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming by. A whole lot of nothing, dude. Had some problems earlier with the stream. I wanted to start almost an hour ago, but I was having issues. The channel was still auto-hosting an old buddy of mine playing World of Tanks, and I was like, I don't want it doing that. What the hell? So, gave the console the good old turn it off and on again, universal IT fixer-upper. And everything seems to be working now, which is great. So we've got a little over 3 years when this next Ringworld section is done. I don't know if we'll have enough minerals by then to do the next one. We'll probably have to dump a bunch of energy to one of the trade guilds and do it that way. You've been on a lot lately. You off work? Yes, I got laid off last Friday. So, you know, I got nowhere to begin, nothing to do, so when the evening rolls around, it's like, man, I'm bored. I'll stream. Okay, mining division, are you still upgrading this? Yes, you are. Because of the virus. Not specifically because of the virus, but there's been a significant downturn in how busy we are at work because of it. So, like, there's not nearly as much revenue coming in with the company, and they've had to make significant personnel cuts. This was not the first. I was not part of like the first group of layoffs or anything like that. We had layoffs back in early March. The entire company, we lost like half of our staff. But there was yet more that needed to be done, and apparently my name came up. But supposedly, just about nobody at work is really happy with that because they all think it's really stupid. Apparently I'm like super valuable or something, which doesn't make sense because I'm just a dumb white kid, but whatever. I'm not going to argue with other people. Let's see, this Awakened Empire really went ham with getting some new colonies. It could be problematic. Alright, what's happening here? Independence guarantee has been revoked. Big shocker there. That sucks. It does in a way because I'm going to have to really kind of pinch my pennies until they call me back. But in the meantime, I've actually been considering for quite some time booking some time off anyways, because just being there for as long as I have since my last vacation, which was, oh, they declared peace already? Damn it. No demands have been enforced. The last time I had time off was like end of March, early April last year when I went to Hawaii with my folks for 2 weeks there. So it's been a year since I last had time off. I wanted to save up some more time over a few more months and then maybe take a week or two and with my folks again if we were going to travel somewhere, and then take a week off where I just have a little staycation and hang out at home. But I would be getting paid the whole time. Right now I'm not. And I think that's the biggest concern that I personally have, as a matter of fact. It's going to sound dumb. Oh, I can't get over there. Damn it. Well, in colonizing that little system there, the Awakened Empire has cut me off. Should have been paying more attention to that. I've been working crazy since the virus started. I'm backwards from everyone. I mean, I suppose it depends on what you're doing. That's fair. Some people definitely are busier because of what's been going on. And some people, it's a direct result of because their company also had to lay people off, you know? We ramped up a ton. That's fair. How are we doing? 720 days remaining. Oh yeah, we'll have more than enough minerals. It's going to be awesome. So our minerals are going to go way up there once all this stuff is done. It's going to be great. Yeah, apparently I'm essential for the first time in my life. I wasn't essential before. Why the hell do I have to be essential now? God damn it. So let's take a look. See here. This mining network is generating a base of 12 minerals because the building is generating 8. The adjacency bonuses from the mineral silo and the Empire Capital Complex is giving it another +4. And we've got a 20, 40, 50, 60, 74% bonus from happiness and various other things. This one's a 70% bonus, so the mining network is generating over 20 points of minerals on a single building, excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Opalglek mediators and the Combine of Rongo have declared peace. That's too bad. Okay, we can't do battleship assembly yards until the level 6 spaceport is online. That's perfectly fine. CN is leasing trucks left and right. We just had 6 leave today. That's awesome. Excuse me. So when you say CN, you work for CN Rail? They want to give us 5,200 minerals for monthly terraforming gases for 30 years. I'll take that. That pretty much gets us right up to the point where we can build the next Ringworld section. Awesome. Complete. I'll take it. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade these mining networks. Oh, another incoming transmission. They want to give us almost 5,000 energy credits. Alright, well we got 1,600 energy credits. Let's go ahead and trade a bunch away. There we go. That should do us. High Rail Leasing, we hold the major build contract with them. Oh, okay. What the? Precursor discovery. Again, they're saying Gemma 1A has a anomaly. And again, I think they're lying. Cruiser assembly yards, and then we want the... what was it? Fleet Academy, Engineering Bay, and what the hell else were we getting? I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing there. Stop lying to me, game. I don't like that. I don't like it when you lie to me like that. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. No, don't. Okay, so let's plop this guy down here and just build a basic mine for now, and we'll do a mineral silo here. There's not much to do without having to build an autochthon monument or temple or any of that kind of stuff early on. Ooh, we're getting 2,000 minerals for neutronium ore. Sure, that's not great, but not too bad. I'm in a carpenter union and did a bunch of maintenance on a nuclear power plant and now a bunch of warehouses. Oh, okay. It's pretty rad. There's never not work. Okay, where is Trebano Produce? I want to build a construction ship. There we go. Not that it's going to do much, but I want to put a research station over here on this +3 engineering. Mining section. What else do we build? I don't really know. So this basic mine is actually going to generate benefit from an adjacency bonuses because of this mineral silo. Of course, that won't be until we actually get a pop on the mineral silo. Okay, so upgrade these. Then we'll be able to start upgrading this mining network 1. Actually, we can... yeah, we'll wait. Get these mining networks to grade 5 first, and then we'll upgrade that one. How are we doing on strategic resources? Can we trade any more? We've got one more thing of Neutronian ore that we can give away to somebody. I'm sure there will be an offer pretty shortly. What else do we got going on? Mustering sonic strength. We could breach the shroud in about 2 more years. Alright, how are we doing over here? Ring section C. A little over a year. About a year and a half. It's too bad you can't queue this up, you know? Like, pay for it right now and just kind of queue it like you can with buildings and like. Techno Colby, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming by again today. Here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to build up a few more. Oops. No, that spaceport is upgrading. So let's just go ahead and do... And then we'll do 2 more in Vega. 1 and 2. I can't build any ships in our older colonies, unfortunately, because, like I said, the Awakened Empire has cut us off. Speaking of which, where the hell is their fleet? I want to try to find it so I can kind of gauge how strong they are. Now, it's a Xenophile Awakened Empire. I have a pretty good idea of what I would want to build to counter their ship builds. How excited are you for the 12th? Not as excited as I should be, really. Right now it's just a lot of chilling out, waiting. Like, I'd kind of wish it was, like, now, you know? It feels like that's what I'm doing right now, not just regarding Stellaris Console, but, like, with my life in general. I'm just sitting around waiting for something to happen, you know?
Research complete.
Oh, what do we got? Focused arc emitters, all done. Beautiful. Okay, so applied superconductivity would be pretty damn good. Focusing arrays or shield harmonics would also be damn good. Let's get applied superconductivity first. That'll improve our economy. And then let's get the last 2 upgrades on these mining networks. There we go. But I am definitely looking forward to this update finally dropping, because we've known about it for many, many months now, since, like, what was it, September last year when that trailer came out, or October? I get that. I've had a harder time playing matches. Yeah, that's fair. I'll be honest right now, because, especially because I feel like, yeah, I'll just stream Stellaris every weekday, because I'm not working right now. I actually have not been playing Stellaris Console Edition off-stream very much, if at all. Earlier today, though, I was playing some No Man's Sky. I only played it for about an hour and a half, but there's still a whole bunch of stuff that's happened since I last jumped on last summer. Like, you can upgrade your ships now, and you can scrap ones you no longer need, which was a godsend, because out of the 5 ships I had, 3 of them were junk. So I finally got rid of them. But, yeah, like, every time I jump on that game, it'll be, like, it'll be several months after I last jumped on, and there's always, like, new cool shit to do in it and to experience. I'm actually considering, since I have this, since I have all this time off, and there's shit being thrown against the side of my house again. Thud, thud, thud. Because I have all this time off yet again, I'm actually kind of considering... Oh yeah, Corvette build yards, duh. Corvette assembly yards. Totally forgot about that. I'm considering starting a new game in No Man's Sky where I try to reach the center of the galaxy kind of as quickly as possible, because that's actually still something I have not done. The 2 remaining trophies that I don't have in that game are one for reaching the center of the galaxy on normal game mode, and then there's also a game mode called Permadeath, where if you die, that save file is gone. You can't load it back up. So there's also a trophy for reaching the center of the galaxy in Permadeath mode. So I kind of want to do both of those, and I'm thinking, you know what? Before I stream Stellaris Console later in the afternoon, I could jump on No Man's Sky for a few hours and do that. It'd be more stuff to put up on the channel for borderline no reason. I don't know, it just sounded like a fun idea. I heard they improved it a lot from launch. Well, yeah, I mean, it's amazing what 3 years of development can do to a game if the developers actually give a shit about the game, you know? If they're not like EA, where they completely cut off all support, or cite that they're cutting off all support, you know, mere months after the damn game comes out because, like, it didn't do as well as we thought it would. It's like, what? Get out of here.
Construction complete.
But then again, I don't really think Hello Games has as much choice as a large publisher like EA and all their subsidiary developer companies. If something goes afoul, they can just go, let's move on to the next thing. Hello Games can't really do that. I did that in Elite Dangerous, reached Sagittarius A. Took a while. Oh, okay. I don't doubt that for 1 second. I would watch if you streamed it. Mo content, mo viewers. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. The problem with No Man's Sky is there's so much stuff where you're just like looking around, and it's just like sometimes I always have those moments where I'm looking around and I'm taking a long pause, and I'm just like, this is really cool. What the hell do I do now? You know? I have a lot of moments like that in that game. It's a fantastic game though now. It's had like a bajillion updates since launch to improve the game and make it more, you know, accessible for people who've never touched it before. Every time a new big update has come out since like Atlas Rising, which basically added, you know, a single player kind of story mode where you can follow along in these kind of semi-unscripted missions. It gives you objectives and stuff like that, and you complete them in order, and it basically gives like a semblance of story, and it's really cool. I've barely dipped my fucking toe in it, but it's very cool so far from what I have experienced. The stuff that you get from doing it, as well as you know, the cool stuff that it has you going and doing. But pretty much since then, and then we also had like Beyond, which was last year, and the year before that was the next update, which was, you know, 2 years after the game launched, and that totally turned it around. I think because it added multiplayer, and it brought it to Xbox One. So like every update just brings more players into No Man's Sky, and it's actually pretty incredible. Like, because, you know, you can mention it, and you've always got those people that are just like, oh, No Man's Sky, isn't that game that was No Man's Lie? You know, like all the memes come out and all that shit when you mention it, and it's just like, yeah, but it's not even the same game. The only thing it shares with the game that came out in 2016 is the name, pretty much. And some of the core mechanics behind, you know, flying your ship and exploring and harvesting and stuff, and that's about it. I never played, so I would watch you play. That's fair. I appreciate that. Okay, now we can focus our economy on other stuff, more important stuff, like building ships and blowing up other people. Because that's important, right? Should probably also colonize these other ring world sections, to be totally honest. Let's take a look at Habitable Section C. This would actually be a pretty decent science section, in my opinion. There's a few tiles with some science. Not a lot, but a few. Yeah, let's go ahead and colonize this. And colonize from Science Division. And we're going to put the Capitol building down here. Because it ooh, what the? That is definitely not the name of our new thing. It's going to be called Science Section. There we go. Okay, Mining Section, you actually need a spaceport. That just reminded me. There we go. And then ring section D, you're under construction. You'll be a few years still, but what should we make this? Maybe this could be the food section, because we're going to need one, I think. We're going to need another one. Yeah, we'll make this the food section. And then the last section will be energy.
Complete.
So let's go ahead and do that. And then down here from Science Division, we go ahead. Where do we plop this? Here would be pretty dang good. Give a lot of adjacency bonuses and give us a decent amount of energy with the +2 energy yield on the tile already. So, yeah, I think that's where we're going to put it. Here would be good, too, because we get adjacency bonuses on 2 tiles already generating food, but this works, too. Food section. There we go. And, of course, once this ring section is done, we can start building up a sentry array somewhere. Although, where we're going to build it, I'm not too sure. That research station, please, and then report back to base. Okay, so I've fallen a little bit behind. Mining section, we just had somebody migrate here, so that's cool. Where should we put the next structure? I don't know. Can we build the Xeno Zoo right now? I think we need a planetary administration, don't we? Yes, we do. That's fine. Okay, so let's check out our other Ring World sections. We need a basic science lab here. Energy division. We need a power plant. Oops. There's so many frickin' buildings to go through now that we got rid of all those Unity buildings everywhere else. And then mineral division. Let's put you up here. And queue up a mining network. There we go. And then mining division. You probably need something. Go. All right. Look at our economy now. Over 400 minerals per month. I love it. It's great. It's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, so I think building a sentry array would be a lot easier than building a ring world section right now. Oh, we don't have anywhere near enough influence. That's unfortunate. And we're an oligarchy, so we don't have enough to even reform our government. That's okay. I can't believe it's been almost 45 minutes already. Feels like I haven't done anything. Jeremy G Gaming, good to see you again, man.
Construction complete.
Honestly, I think, what was this one? A physics lab, so this will be a bio lab. I think one of the most fun things that you can do in No Man's Sky is construct a base somewhere. When you land on a planet, and or a moon or whatever, you can actually kind of lay claim to a certain area on the planet's surface and construct a base there. And there's all sorts of cool little options for building the base. They have like pre-designed rooms. They've got like big circular rooms or big square rooms, or you can put down these little pieces of a room that are essentially like a big empty cube. And when you put several of these empty cubes together in like a single line, they essentially form like a hallway. So you can actually put these cubes down in a larger area to make one big room, and then put more walls and doorways inside it, and then decorate it with furniture on the inside, like some furniture and lights, and maybe even some utilitarian things, like you could put refineries inside your base as well if you want to make it more practical. You can also put landing pads outside so that yourself or guests who are in the system can have a legit spot to land their ship, as opposed to landing somewhere on the ground or something outside. And it's just really cool, the amount of stuff that you can actually build in your base. You can make it a little kind of resupply area where you go back in, you get like a health pack, and you get a little shield recharge boost. And you can also put down these containers, which after a certain amount of time in game, they automatically fabricate some resources. And every time, like, you come back to your base, you check all those containers, they just give you a bunch of random items and resources and stuff that you can actually use for components for crafting upgrades or something for for your multi-tool or your ship or your whatever, or you can use them for whatever you need them for. Then you go away and you go back to where you were. You're exploring another star system somewhere else completely different, and you come back and those things will have refilled with random stuff again. You can check them out once more, and they'll just have different crap in them all over again. It's pretty cool.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
All right. Get this one upgraded. Get this one upgraded. All right, we're looking good. We're looking good. Get this power plant upgraded. Oh, and there's also, they call them exocrafts, but they're basically vehicles. You get different vehicles to explore the planet's surface with, and apparently there was a recent update which actually gives you, you can get like, you can essentially get mechs to explore a planet with. And they look pretty cool. Did we not already colonize this? Yeah, this is going to be the food section. You look into space engineers at all? Last I kind of checked into it was a little while ago.
Construction complete.
Didn't really seem like it was for me, to be totally honest. Something that I wouldn't mind trying just for kicks would be Kerbal Space Program. I got a feeling it's kind of a nightmare on the consoles right now.
In progress. Construction
All right,
complete.
colonization in progress. That's what we want to hear. Food section. Colonizing now. They have it on console now, but makes sense. KSP looks fun. Yes, it does. I honestly probably would not do very much in actually trying to build a spaceship to take off and go into orbit or whatever you got to do in Kerbal Space Program. I'd probably just be making ridiculous giant contraptions whose sole purpose is to lift off from the launch platform a certain height and then fall back to the ground and cause the biggest goddamn explosion they possibly can. Like, I would be making WMDs in that game. I think I have problems. Alright, we can breach the shroud again. The shroud. Reach into the shroud. Increased army morale. Increased happiness. That's pretty good. Increased ship speed wouldn't be too bad either, but let's try and get increased happiness. Oh, nice. We got the increased happiness again. Look at the uptick in overall production. I love it. Same, lol. Yeah, well, I guess we're both sadists then. You know, I commented where it kind of just feels like I'm sitting around waiting for stuff right now. It's not just the update coming to Stellaris Console Edition that I'm waiting for. I'm still waiting for a package that I ordered almost a month ago now. Ooh, there we go. Science section online. We need to use a tile. Where are we going to put you for food? You can go. Excuse me. You can go there for now. We don't need any of that. We just need a basic science lab there, and we'll put a basic science lab here. Because I ordered a, like it's an unlicensed board game, and I know I've mentioned this a couple times, so previous viewers might remember what I'm talking about. But I ordered an unlicensed board game off of a independent small-time developer, and like I said, this was about a month ago. Coming up on a month ago. Actually, a month? No, more like 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks. So yeah, if that shows up, there actually is a way to play it by yourself. You don't need other people to play that. To play a group game, which is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that, and maybe I'll be able to get in touch with a few of my friends who are actually in town and not doing too much either, and we'll be able to have like get-togethers and do stuff and maybe try out this game with 2+ people or something. I don't know. I'm not sure if anybody would be open to that though, just because of the concerns with you know, COVID and all that stuff that's going on. Where do we put this guy? Let's put him down here for the Paradise Dome. Xeno Zoo up in the top left, Paradise Dome down here. Is that even really necessary, though? Because most of these guys are at maximum happiness. Oh, that's because of the Boon of the Shroud, right? So when that's gone, that might not be the case. Let's have a look-see. So 70% happiness, Psionic another 5%, Harmony Traditions. Yeah, we could use those buildings. Those buildings will help out. And even then, even people who are in like less happy factions, if that ever happens. Not that I don't think it will. Okay. Is there anything else we gotta do? By the way, I watched part of last night's stream, and the bit where I was trying to reenact the sound of a Ringworld humming with my face. Oh my god, it was horrible. I have ruled out doing ASMR forever. It's not gonna happen. Okay, science section. You also need a spaceport. There we go.
Colony established.
Colony established. We have established a colony on food section. Okay, so let's see. A decent tile for putting the Paradise Dome will be right here next to the thingamajiggers. So let's start here and here with the basic hydroponics farms. Alright, what do we got going on? Basic science lab there, we'll leave that. Food section needs a spaceport. Alright, we're looking good, I think. Excuse me.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, mining section, we're online, so let's go ahead and start with the Paradise Dome. Then we'll upgrade these mining networks. Science division. That last one was a biolab, so this should be an engineering facility. What's the growth speed right now? 1.32 still. Okay, that's fine. I think there will be a definite shift in how I spend my free time, though. Oh my goodness. Sorry, big stretch. There'll be a definite shift in how I spend my free time once we do get that Stellaris 2.2 update, because I'll be streaming it, trying to relearn the game again, and I'll be playing it a lot offline as well, trying to relearn the game, so that the first couple streams going over all the changes and all that jazz, the first couple unscripted streams where I'm going over all the changes and whatnot, it's like, I want them to be, you know, helpful to people. It'll be a bit before I go back and do mechanics videos and update like my older mechanics videos where I went over like the different resources and all that jazz and what they do and how you get them and this, that, and the other thing. It'll be a while before I can actually redo those, but
complete.
It's definitely on the to-do list. And I always knew that was going to be the case. That's kind of why I held off on doing them for a bit, because I was like, well, what if we get 2.2 in like early February? Then why would I want to do these videos? Then I kind of procrastinated them on them too much, and when I actually started putting them out in February and March, then it was like, hey, so update 2.2 is coming along pretty nicely. That's when we got that little heads up from the devs in February, where it's just like, yeah, we're still hoping to release this early this year, and it's like, ah, crap. I waited too long, but it's okay. I enjoyed making those videos. Oh, something else just went thud into my backyard. Live Stellaris, exactly. Live Stellaris or Live Stellaris?
Construction complete.
Science division, let's get that last engineering facility up and running. Mining division, probably have a new pop somewhere. Oh, maybe not. Really?
Research complete.
Crazy. Alright, well, let's start building a mining network down here, regardless. Applied superconductivity, done. That's what I wanted. Let's get predictive algorithms. Just in case we actually have to get some point defense on our destroyers. And build some destroyers. Okay, a guarantee has been revoked. Zemmerpuck is not guaranteeing the independence of those guys. Because eat, breathe, and sleep it. Eat, breath, and sleep it. Breathe has an E at the end, just a heads up. Become one with Stellaris. Yeah, no shit. I'm wondering if synthetics will have happiness. I do believe, well, I mean, like, synthetics right now have happiness. Once you actually upgrade them to synthetics, they have happiness. So, it'll be the same for Machine Empire, if I recall correctly. Once you win that first game, that's how feel. Yes. I'm just going to agree and say yes. I'll admit though, yes, winning that first game will be pretty awesome. That's how you feel, yes. Right. I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, I'll admit, I do kind of hope that, you know, my call back to work comes a hell of a lot sooner than later.
Construction complete.
And it's not so much I'm worried about being bored or anything like that. I'm easily bored. That's not very difficult. My concern is income. Because, I mean, like, I don't... My job is the only way that I make money right now, because I don't have a Patreon or anything like that for donations from viewers and that kind of stuff. So I kind of rely pretty damn heavily on job security and working for an income. And, you know, it does the job. It does what I need it to do. Let's move you up here, and then we'll build a... Actually, we can get a processing plant. So what am I doing? Let's put that here. Processing plant. So yeah, I'm worried that it was only supposed to be 120 days of temporary layoff, so 4 months, technically. So I'm hoping that I get called back before that's up. Most people there expect that anyways. So
construction complete.
Right now, that's just my #1 concern. Cool, I'll have to threaten them to withhold their batteries. Man, we cannot English today. Welcome to my world. That's all the time. Sorry, my typing is umph today, and I hope you get back to work soon, brother. Yeah, me too. In the meantime, I'm going to take full advantage of the time off that I'm getting, the unpaid time off that I'm getting, and, you know, chill. Do lots and lots of chilling. There's definitely going to be a bunch of that.
Construction complete.
Mining division. Alright, let's upgrade this mining network. So we got a mining network 4 fully upgraded and ready to go once this pop's done and a new pop starts growing on that Ringworld section. Let's check out Science Division. New pop just started. We're good. Energy Division. Let's put down another power plant for the next pop.
Complete.
Right there. Mineral Division. Let's upgrade this. I think that's the one that just finished, as a matter of fact. Very good. Okay, mining section. How are we doing? We just checked that out. Science section. We just got a new pop, and I didn't even notice. Let's plop them down right here. There we go. And food section. No new migrants? Really? Okay, that's different. So this last Ringworld section is going to be an energy section. Not that we're hurting on energy credits. Part of the problem is that we're losing almost 400 a month to our overlords because lol tax.
Construction complete.
How did we build our battleships and all that jazz? I can't remember. Oh yeah, we had them set up to go fight the enigmatic fortress. Which I don't think is going to be happening anymore. Because this lone nude scout corvette has not been destroyed. So we'll have to redesign. If we recall right, our overlords have a balanced ship design.
Construction complete.
What's their current fleet power anyways? They're overwhelming compared to us just because of their naval capacity. I think I've been spending too much time dicking around rather than actually building a fleet.
Complete.
2303. Where? How isn't their equivalent when they have, like, almost nothing? Ah, 13,000. Okay, so there's a decent-sized fleet. And 73,000. Okay, I found it. I found their fleet. Alright, let's build this up. Research complete matter compression, too. Do like. Ooh, we got choices here. Hull integrity is always really good. Extraction patterns is also always really good. Let's get extraction patterns 4. I want to try to get that to 5. Alright, Corvette assembly yards. Fleet Academy, because it was the next one in the list. Cruiser assembly yards. Battleship assembly yards. And an engineering bay. There we go. Let's take a look at these different sections now. These are still upgrading. This one is getting all the necessary modules. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. We'll have 2 systems where we can build 8 ships simultaneously. When will the uprising happen? That'll be a battle when it occurs. Yeah, I know. And it's going to be awesome. I don't know. I probably should have just straight up taken advantage of it earlier when they were getting beat up by the Awakened / Fallen Empire. And they had no fleet. Now they have their fleet back up already. But that's all good. We almost have enough influence to build our sentry array. Where are we going to put it? Maybe we can put it in Trebano, seeing as how we have a bajillion habitats already. Can we do that? Sentry array site. Yes, we can. We'll build a sentry array here in Trebano, because reasons. Alright, let's upgrade these. Okay, all these physics labs on the homeworld are now all upgraded. Let's upgrade them again. I almost went, let's also activate the infrastructure projects edict. No, Moby. Bad Moby. You're saving up influence. Alrighty then. So we're going to need a kind of balanced loadout for our battleships and cruisers. Well, for our combat ships. Ring world completed. Beautiful. Alright, habitable section D. Doesn't look like that great of a section for energy, but whatever. That's what it'll be.
Complete.
And let's go ahead. Boop. Mining section. Let's pull up the capital right down in the middle. Energy section. Who needs a Dyson sphere when you have ring world sections to give you energy? There we go. That's that. Use a little bit of influence that we're saving up. That's perfectly fine. Energy division. Let's take a look at you. There we go. Power plant 4 coming online. Okay. Let's get back to redesigning. Battleship. Tachyon Lance. Yipperinos. And then, what do we want? Let's do a broadside core. And a broadside stern. Okay, so the large... we'll just do plasma cannons. And we'll keep it an artillery stern, actually. Oh, wait, no. What am I doing? Artillery core and broadside stern. There. Leave it at that. 3 large and 2 medium plasma cannons. That's what we'll do. Okay. We need a whole bunch of ZPMs. Zero point reactors, excuse me, ZPRs. Neutronium? Neutronium. Can probably throw in one more thing of hyper shields. Yes, we can. There. Save that. Now these are where the fun starts. Let's do a metric crap ton of neutron torpedoes, because why not? How many hyper shields can we put on? Just the one. Okay. We can make that 2. Yes, we can. Just barely. Okay, there's a war declaration that just happened as well. That's done. Okay. Combine Arongo and Chelimi United Domains. Okay. That's the nudist. That is the nudist ship design. Why does it suddenly not have enough power? What the hell happened? Torpedo. Let's change this. Let's make this a plasma cannon. There we go. Because we're going to focus more on strictly energy weapons. ZPMs. Yeah, I'm used to calling them ZPMs because of good old Stargate. Sentient combat computers. That's what we want. Yeah. Totally forgot about those. There we go. Wait, what? What the hell just happened? Okay, sentient combat computer, very good. And then the battleship, sentient combat computer. Excellent. Alright. I'd say we're geared up and ready to go. Millions of torpedo launchers with neutron torpedoes. Yep, that's what we want, right? Sure. I'll go with that. Got about 2 years before we need to breach the Shroud again. Yeah, I've been wanting to play Stellaris, but with the 12th close coming, I don't want to get far in a game just to delete and reset my empires. Well, to be fair, in 2 weeks you can complete a game, or possibly 2. Especially if you play a couple hours every day. Do we have the influence for a Century Array site yet? I don't think so. We need 300, right? Yep. That's fine. We'll just give it a little bit of time. The big thing that we got to do right now is upgrade the Zappity Zappers. See how much of a difference that makes. Jump up from 71.4K. Core component upgrade researched, I believe, made the power increase. Yes. Depending on how fast you go, you could get a run done in that time. Absolutely. You could even get 2. It all depends on how quickly you do stuff and how much time you put into it. That's really all it comes down to. Alright. Oh my god, now I'm getting the hiccups again. Where's that colony ship? Oh, there it is. It's going to be a bit still, but that's okay. We're not really in a huge hurry to get energy section online, so that's fine. We will definitely want to build some more ships, though. Probably some Corvettes, because they're not. I was almost said cheap, but my Corvettes are not cheap. Let's see, 296. Ugh, 296 minerals for a single Corvette. Gross. That's okay though. Once this predictive algorithms is done, then we can make use of this guy's bonuses in particles and field manipulation and get things like shield harmonics, flash coolants, and focusing arrays. And the occasional applied superconductivity. Alright. 60% done, looking good. Yeah, I have had games be over in 8 hours when the endgame crisis pops or Awakened Empire wakes up and decides my ass is grass and they are the lawnmower. Yeah, that can happen. You're giving us less than 1,000 minerals for neutronium ore for 10 years? Bugger off. Come back with a better offer. I am insulted, dear sir. Insulted! Okay, not really. Alright, let's see. Take a look at the viewers right now. The other thing I was considering is seeing is how a couple weeks ago I did that Tomb Raider stream over the course of a weekend. I do the same thing with Tomb Raider Underworld. Haven't played that in a decade. And it is the direct sequel story-wise, so there's that. I say good day to you, sir. I said good day. Exactly. I say good day. Look, Fez, I say good day!
Ships upgraded.
Ships upgraded. Oh, look, their power actually dropped. Seems legit. Oh well, we're not going to let that stop us. How are we doing defenses? Yeah, I need to stop looking. The nudist Corvette is only 70 minerals. Lovely. Oh, somebody ditched a mining network. Okay, so where did they pop up? Oh, they migrated to food section. Let's go ahead and upgrade the reassembled ship shelter. And let's put some guys down on some places where they'll be useful. Alright, here we go. Corvette assembly yards, Fleet Academy, cruiser, battleship, and engineering bay. Now the real question is, what did I do over science section? Okay. So this one we wanted observatory. And then we get the rest. Fleet Academy, cruiser yards, battleship yards, engineering bay. There we go. That was an awesome stream. I had fun with it. I think you had a little bit too much fun watching me die repeatedly. But that's just my opinion. I've been playing World of Warships on console. I've heard it's pretty dope. Haven't touched it, though. I'm kind of spurning wargaming. I know it's not the same company doing warships on the console as it is that's doing World of Tanks on the console, but still. Too much of a bad taste in my mouth, where it's just like, nope, screw you guys. Alright, let's build some Corvettes. Dear God, I would have been so mad if I was building the wrong ones. Yeah, it's better than tanks. That's what I've heard. Alright, just a few more months and then we can start the build site for our Sentry Array. Beautiful. We have more than enough minerals. Alright. How are we looking? How are we looking? We have so much... so many more pops on food section now. It's insane. Can't keep up. Or, well, I could if I was actually, you know, paying attention, but I'm not doing that. So, you know. Oh, wait, I already have a Paradise Dome. What am I doing? Where do we put this guy next? Let's make use of the adjacency bonuses, mining network, and mining network. Please and thank you. There we go. Okay, how about science section? We probably need a new science lab somewhere, don't we? We'll leave this guy here, actually, because we can upgrade to the planetary administration in just a minute. Fleet of nudists. Avert your eyes, Admiral! Yeah. None of those people in those Corvettes are wearing clothes. Of course, you're
Construction
assuming that our race of glorious Zukes are so nasty looking that it is considered taboo to not be wearing clothes. Are you making assumptions? Okay, where was that tile with +2 food? Oh, it was one of these. Duh. This one is where we put the Paradise Dome. There it goes. And then we'll have this guy go here, and this guy here. Build that hydroponics farm, then upgrade these ones. And then we'll build another hydroponics farm right here.
Construction complete.
Alright, we should have the colony ship underway to colonize energy section. Ramming speed. Now, see, that's one thing that I kind of miss in this game compared to, say, Homeworld, is that in Homeworld you could build your little fighter craft. If you had the resources, you could build resource harvesters. Well, just about any ship, really. But you could build like little fighter craft as well. But I liked doing it with the resource harvesters because they were the biggest ship that could do that. You could tell them to kamikaze. And the resource harvesters did a shit ton of damage when you did that. I remember one time I was playing a game with an online friend from back then. And how many of us were in the game? There's about 4 of us. It would have been a great trait for Fanatic Militarist. Yeah, if that was an option where instead of like combat disengagement where the ship jumps out to save itself, instead the kamikaze. That'd be awesome. But anyways, you could do that in Homeworld, which is a pretty dang old real-time strategy game. One of the first, like, it's touted as the first fully three-dimensional real-time strategy game because it was real-time strategy in space. You built ships out of your mothership, and you had to do the usual RTS stuff of managing a decent-sized military presence, as well as being able to gather enough resources, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the other thing. But anyways, like I said, the Harvesters, Death Before Dishonored. The Harvesters were the biggest ship that you could hit the K button, which was kamikaze, and they would just ram into whatever enemy ship you were telling them to attack at the time. So I actually had it where I built 60 of these Harvesters, or something like that. 60? 40? Somewhere around there. And we're playing in a 2-on-2, and my friend had a fleet come in, and it wasn't a very big fleet. She had like a lot of small fighters and corvettes, and she only had a few capital ships like frigates. And there was only like 3 of these frigates, and they got absolutely demolished by my harvesters that just swooped in and kamikazed right into them. It was hilarious. Damn the torpedoes! Ramming speed! My thoughts exactly. Alright, let's see if we can get another intellectual... Nope, we cannot. That sucks. Okay, that's fine. There's a good old game that I really liked. Homeworld. It has a fantastic campaign.
Research complete.
One of those games that I recommend everybody try to get a copy of and play it. Let's get focusing arrays. They actually did a Homeworld remastered thing where they touched up the graphics and all that jazz. You can probably get it on Steam for fairly cheap. It has Homeworld 1 and Homeworld 2, if I do believe. Well worth it. Very good games. Well, actually, I can't really say that about Homeworld 2. I've never played it. Let's reach into the Shroud. Ooh, ship repair. I think increased research speed would be pretty nice, too. Let's try the ship repair. Monthly hull regeneration plus 5%. That's pretty awesome. Wasn't aware that that could be a thing. Alright, let's build a few more corvettes. And then we'll do, let's get one more cruiser on each section as well. Because why not? There we go. How much fleet power do we get from a single Corvette, I wonder? 335. Not that much. Homeworld 1 and 2 was amazing. Yeah, I actually do believe I have Homeworld 2 because I did buy this Homeworld remastered thing, but I've never played it. With some 2020 graphics, it would put Eve to shame. That's fair. I loved Homeworld 1. I would keep cheesing it, though. It got to the point where I beat it once the normal way, where you just, build your own fleet and stuff like that. But when I figured out that you can literally just use salvage ships to steal everything and completely neuter the enemies that are trying to kill you and bolster your own fleet with some cool, unique ships that are only available in the campaign and are super goddamn powerful, that's all I did. That would literally be my fleet. It would be like 60 salvage corvettes to just go and salvage everything that they could that was as big or bigger than a frigate, and that's it. That's all they did. Alright, I have a feeling we should make use of this ship repair speed bonus that we just got. So I think the biggest endgame fleet that I had some like 190 ion cannon frigates with about 11 heavy cruisers, 20 destroyers, 8 missile destroyers. I'm just trying to remember what the hell else it had.
Construction complete.
Like it was insane. It was huge. Just because I stole everything that was either an ion cannon frigate or bigger. Eventually I stopped stealing ion cannon frigates because you probably know which mission I'm talking about, but there's that target which is just surrounded by enemy ion cannon frigates, and you can just easily steal like 100 plus in that mission alone. So I eventually stopped doing that, and I just stole destroyers and bigger. So I had like this massive fleet for the final couple missions where it was like, okay, attack this target, and then they would just one-shot it. And then there's also that mission where you're in that junkyard, and there's supposed to be that, what do they call it? The junkyard dog. And it's supposed to be a mission where you rely on your smaller ships, like your fighters, because if you move something bigger in the area, then the junkyard dog steals that ship from you and you lose it. And it's, supposed to be a quote-unquote invincible ship, but I had such a big fleet on that mission that the junkyard dog got blown up in 2 shots. It was pretty comical. So then it was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just move my entire fleet through everything, and they'll just auto-attack all the little tiny turrets that are littered throughout the whole place, and they'll just blow them up super quickly. All right, let's get talent acquisition. All right, that's all done. Energy section, you need a spaceport. Okay, how are we doing with that sentry array section, or site? We need 15,000 for each section of the sentry array. If you haven't played... Oh, geez, they declared a rivalry again. If you haven't played it recently, Jeremy, I highly suggest going back and playing Homeworld and relying on salvage corvettes. It's actually really tricky in the first several missions, but once you get to that one mission where there's several of those... not the ion cannon frigates, but the special ones that the Tyrannic Raiders have, with all the like solar panels on the side. The ion array frigates. Once you get to that mission, and it's a mission where you can steal like 6 of those or something like that. Things are just easier from that point on. The mission right after that, you steal a bunch of ion cannon frigates from your enemy, and complete. It's just all uphill from there. Oh yeah, there's also 2 destroyers in that mission. You can't even build your own destroyers yet, and you can steal 2 of them in that mission. And then it's just like easy street from there, kind of. Except for the Nebula missions where you have to deal with bajillions of those stupid little swarmers. Those things are kind of a pain in the ass. They can't steal all of us. I beg to differ. Been there, done that. It was a very, very cheap, very cheesy, very fun way of playing that game, and I loved it. Alright, you know what? Let's move this guy down here. Can we build a military academy? No, we cannot. We need to upgrade... Where the hell is the planetary capital? There it is. It's the bottom left, you ding-a-ling. Pay attention. Mobius, you suck. Moby, you suck. Moby, you suck. You never do anything of value. Alright, can we upgrade to planetary capital yet? No, we do not have 10 pops. Working on it, though. Let's move this guy over to here. Alright, science section. I want to put the cloning vats on this tile with the society research yield. And then the tile down here in the bottom with the engineering, we'll put a military academy there. And then this guy just gets a basic science lab. Yeah, back to tanks on console is nothing like the PC. I have it on PS4 and Xbox, and it's so different. Well, that... yeah, it was. But, I mean... I liked it. I really liked it. When I was first trying it, like, it was awesome. And... any longtime veterans who have been playing since, you know, it first came out in, what was it, 2013 or 2014 on Xbox 360, they will vouch for it as well, that it was totally different. And it wasn't just because, like, the game itself was awesome back then for whatever reason. Oh, look, they're at war again. It was also largely because for lack of a better term, the attitude from the developers was very different. We were getting constant feedback from the developers, and we kind of knew what to expect, what they were going to be adding to the game over the next few months. And like they were listening to the players and all that jazz. And I don't know what the hell happened, but within a couple years after coming out on the next-gen consoles on Xbox One and PS4, there was a lot less communication from the dev team, and they just weren't listening to the players anymore. And that went on for a long time, really. I mean, they were listening to players, but they were listening to players... like, they weren't listening to, like, veteran players from the forums or anything like that. They, for whatever reason, they were listening to all the crybabies on Facebook. And I say crybabies because it'd be like, you know, whenever something bad would happen, they just, you know, post a rage message directly to World of Tanks console on Facebook. It's like, really? You're going to listen to those players who play maybe like 6 games a week and have had the game for... where the hell are the clone vats? Why can't I build the clone vats? Actually, we need a Paradise Dome, so let's move this guy here. Requires planetary capital. Damn it. That's fine. We can still do a military academy. And then we'll put this guy here. And do a Paradise Dome. Jeez, I've been playing this game for this long, and I didn't realize that you need a planetary capital for a frickin'...
construction complete.
Cloning vats. It shows how much I use the cloning vats, doesn't it?
Incoming transmission.
It grew to pay to win quickly. I wouldn't go that far. It was more kind of a pay to progress kind of thing. The problem was that getting a premium account was a borderline necessity. There's still lots of... ooh, they're protective of us. Okay, that's cool. Information. Have my star charts. While we're at it, have a little bit of food too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Have fun. Don't eat it all in one place. I mean, honestly, the game was much more difficult and grind heavy when it was first out on 360, because you didn't have these things like the operations, which would give you bonus XP or bonus silver, or even some gold rewards, this, that, and the other thing. You didn't, and you had nothing like that when the game first came out. So it was way more difficult and time consuming if you were grinding for higher tier tanks way back in the day. So that's why when people who would go onto the forums and start bitching about, oh my god, it's too hard to get to the high tiers, it takes too long, blah blah blah, most of the time they'd just be told to shut the fuck up because they don't know what they're talking about. It's like, what are you babbling about? There's like 6 ops going on right now that you can complete 3 times a day and get a huge boost in XP for the current tank you're playing, and that will just fast track you towards getting the next tier, if that's what your real concern is. You know, we didn't have that when the game first came out. You sit down and you're playing the same tank for 3 goddamn weeks, day in and day out for hours at a time, before you can before you can even get the next upgrade sometimes if they were that expensive. So it was just comical. But since the beginning, though, I do feel that a premium account has been pretty much necessary, because without it, you're just not... There we go. Century Array Construction. Very good. Without a premium account, you're just not generating enough silver to be able to afford the equipment that you need on your tank, like fire extinguishers and repair kits and all that stuff, as well as the things like a gun rammer, like permanent equipment things, like a gun rammer or optics or stuff like that. Like, you just don't have the silver unless you stay on the same tank and grind out another several 100,000 silver on it, or something like that. And nobody wants to do that. Plenty of people did. My buddy Joe actually came up with a really nice guide for managing your silver, which I thought was great.
Construction
for the freebie players. And I wish more people kind of read it. So I mean, like, there were plenty of tools and advice out there for people to actually, like, use their brains in the game. But the problem is that way too many people jumped into the game and jumped on the forums, or were in communication with the devs somehow, either through Facebook or God knows what somehow, and would complain about the most mundane, stupid crap, where it's just like, man, if you just get your head out of your ass and quit thinking you're the most amazing World of Tanks player ever to grace this earth, and, like, use your brain and listen to other people that are trying to help you or something like that, or actually take the time to look at the many online resources that are available to learn stuff. You know, you'll get far better results than just going and whining to the devs that you're unhappy or some crap like that. So they just started doing all sorts of stupid changes that I did not like. They were not addressing balance problems that had been getting brought up since the very beginning of certain tanks being introduced, because it was just straight up unfair, and I still think it is, how certain tanks, like, how is it fun when you're grinding your tier 8 tank and you turn a corner and there's an FV 215-183 right there, or Death Star for short, and it blasts you for all your goddamn health because it got a penetrating hit on you. I'm sure that's fun for the guy who just one-shotted all 1,500 of your HP away, but for anybody who's playing a tier 8 who has only been playing the game for a few months and that's their first tier 8, how the hell is that fun for them? And then a similar thing happens in the next game, where a tier 10 autoloader clips out all their health in 10 seconds. How is that fun? The ammo types were nuts, and yeah, using premium ammo is the big one, which would cost you the most. If you wanted to actually use the tool of premium ammo, which you have to, what do we want to do here? Warlike, weapons damage, army damage, that's not too bad. Leader experience gain, who cares about that? Energy credits, that's okay. Army morale, army recovery, nope, that's garbage. Ethics shift chance, huh. Unfortunately, we have... see, increased naval capacity doesn't do jack shit. Cruiser build cost reduced by 20%. That's not too bad. But I do like this plus 5% happiness plus increased weapons and army damage. That's not too bad. I think we're going to go with this guy. Do we have the influence? No, we don't. What am I doing? Dummy. Tanks was a grind on PC also. It took me a year to hit T8 now in tanks and in ships. There are campaigns. Yes. That's also true. And the other difference, too, is that on console, you have the packages, as opposed to you have to grind out each individual module, and you had to actually do it correctly, where you need to get the upgraded suspension, which can hold enough weight so that you can get the upgraded gun and all that stuff. No. We are coddled on console with those packages. It just makes everything so much stupid easy. Ooh, Galactic Power Surge. I smell Unbidden. Definitely Unbidden. Good times. Alright, well, we're redesigning our battleships to be all kinetic artillery and giga cannons. There we go. Redesign. Artillery stern. Oops. You're a dummy, Moby. Moby, you dumb. Hyper shields. Hopefully the kinetic artillery... Oh, no, we're good. Alright, dope. Can we do another thing of shields? I don't think so, no. Way too costly. That's alright. Maybe we can do a thing of armor? No. Alright, that's fine. Save that. Now we're going to do a cruiser. Shoot. What do we want to do on the cruisers? Let's do an artillery bow, artillery core, broadside stern. We'll leave it at that. And then just kinetic artillery up the yin-yang. What next? What next? Let's just do some medium phase disruptors. Those will work. CPMs, and we're going to do a shield capacitor with regenerative hull tissue. And shields. And let's do another ZPM. Shields and shields. There we go. I think that'll work. Boop. And then the Corvette. Let's do... we'll do neutron torpedoes. I kind of want to do Devastator torpedoes just for funsies, but we'll leave it. We'll leave it alone. And then we'll keep the advanced afterburners on them. Leave the hyper shields because they're just going to die. So that's it. That's all. And then we do zappity zappers. Upgrade for 2,300. That's not too bad. I dislike that they changed it to packages. I mean, that's been in it since the 360, since it was first introduced on the 360. Because console players can't handle a modules system was literally the answer given. Why don't we just do modules? The Unbidden. This will cut into our profit margins. Whoop. Boop. Alright, let's see. Where are these guys anyways? Oh, hello. What's going on, Home Slice? I wonder how powerful their fleet is. 1 million fleet power! Nice! Fantastic. Getting individual parts was way more fun, had more incentive. We are not smart enough. No, that was legit the reasoning why it was a package system and why we were never going to get the module system on World of Tanks console. Console players can't handle the module system. That's not a word-for-word quote, but it pretty much is close enough. Kind of comical, really. Alright, basic power plant. We'll do that there. Food section. How are we doing? Okay, science section. Need to upgrade those science labs into whatever. Okay, we can get a planetary capital, finally. Okay, so let's see who got voted into office now. Investor, home in the sky. Oh, the worst one. Son of a bitch. Damn. Yeah, exactly my response. God damn! We are going to have to get a few more battleships. So, battleship. And battleship. And, come on. And battleship. Of course this happens in like the final half hour of the stream. Why couldn't you show up sooner? That's unfortunate. And I got a sneaky suspicion that it's actually my fault that they showed up. Because we have had side jump drives for quite some time. I put you here and we'll do another basic lab there. Okay, we're good. Not sure if you have defense platforms anywhere, but you might want to upgrade them as well. No, I don't have any defense platforms. I'm lazy. I'm a defense platform scrub. I don't usually get them. Let's leave this guy up here. That's where the Paradise Dome will be. PC had packages back in 09. Gold tank, gold ammo, and extra gold. The thing to do was get the German T2 Scout loaded up with gold ammo and farm XP. But then that would cost even more gold in order to convert that XP so that you can use it on different tanks, though. That's the thing. Didn't remember you set the habitable that high. I didn't remember either, but apparently I set it to 5. Ooh, who's going after him? Ooh, the Sildanian Galactic Autocracy. God damn, that's one of their expedition fleets. Oh, man. Ooh, look at him go. Let's watch our overlords get totally wrecked. I mean, they have a significantly bigger fleet. I don't think they have a very decent loadout for taking them on. Come on, guys, upgrade faster, please. I have 40 corvettes. I wish I had 40 battleships instead. On the plus side, we should have... Yep, we should have a lot of evasion. Yep, it looks like our Overlord is getting wrecked. Their cruisers are all but demolished. Their corvettes are almost all but gone. Jeez. That's brutal. I do believe that that is what we call a bona fide ass whooping. Their fleet power is equivalent. It still says their fleet power is equivalent. Bull. Request independence. Let's try it anyways. They're going to say no, but I don't really care. No, you may not become independent. You would not survive on your own. Yes, I would. I'd survive better than you. Is it just me, or do these look a little purple? Yeah, they have like little purple contrails. I thought they're supposed to be blue. Huh. What are these guys doing? Is there a big fight going on? I don't think so. Somebody must have just gotten pummeled over here, though. Why do you have 41 corvettes and that's it? AI gonna AI. That's fine. Alright, 60% upgrades. See, they're right between our initial home systems and where our current highly productive ring worlds are. Oh man, if they run into all this stuff together, that would be amazing. I wonder if the Awakened Empire is going to become a Guardian of the Galaxy. That'd be amazing. Jump drives, don't care, don't need it. Let's get flash coolant. Alright, let's see what happens. These guys are just going to warp on through.
Construction complete.
Nope, they are engaging the enemy, it looks like. Or are they? Yes, they are. This could be interesting. Can we breach the shroud? No, we cannot. We have a few years left of this ship repair stuff going on. That's pretty cool. We should help out this Awakened Empire, though. Come on, guys, merge. What is taking you so long? You just gotta merge. There we go. Alright, let's give this a shot. See how much damage we can do. Okay, so we're not building anything smaller than a battleship anymore. As a matter of fact, let's... why do you have to upgrade again? I've already upgraded you, haven't I? Fleet. Super duodecad... No, they haven't upgraded. What? I just spent a whole bunch of minerals to upgrade you guys. What is wrong with you? Come on, scroll through all the corvettes. There we go. And the battleships are not what I wanted to be. Okay, well, so much for actually going in to help them out. It was always fun to jump on with friends, platoon up, and nuke pugs. I'll agree. Geez, they just had some reinforcement fleets jump in. At least one. God damn. Let's see. How powerful are these things? 24,000 fleet power on a single ship. I love it. That's amazing. Look at all the bonuses that they got, though. Plus 651% weapons damage. Plus 646% ship hull points. Plus 646% shield hit points. What What else do they have? Fire rate plus 25%. Like, crazy. How many hull points do they have anyways? 6,200 shields, 22,000 hull points. Oh my gosh. This Awakened Empire is going to get absolutely demolished. That's unfortunate. I got a feeling that they'll still wind up doing a bunch of damage. Look at all their strike craft, though. They're way over here. Like, what are you doing? Stupid strike craft. Where's the enemy? Where's the enemy? I think they're over here, right? Where? Dummies. This is not looking good. There's like just a long conga line of these big ass ships. Beautiful. Titan just blasted somebody. I don't think it even killed the ship though. It's crazy. Yeah. It's kind of tough to do some damage when you're taking on 4 Unbidden fleets simultaneously, I would imagine. Huh. I'd be amazed if they don't emergency FTL out of there.
Construction complete.
We got mining section all done. Cool. So let's upgrade the mineral processing plant first. And we can upgrade these mining networks. Probably shouldn't be doing this while there's a giant-ass battle going on between bajillions of ships, though, eh? Gotta love that lag. And that frame rate, those frame rate problems, I'm assuming are going to get only worse when we get the 2.2 update, because there's just going to be so many more calculations going on all at the same time. Come on, emergency FTL, please don't throw away all of your ships. This is like the perfect background music to watching the Awakened Empire just, like, throw themselves to their deaths. They just lost a whole bunch of battle cruisers really quickly. Still got plenty of time to make use of that enhanced ship repair. Well, those guys just got annihilated. What are you doing there with transport ships? What are they doing? What are you doing with these? Don't worry, guys. We got this. We'll pick up where you left off with our armies. I got this, guys. We're gonna land them directly on the portal. And then our armies will destroy the portal. What the fuck? Alright. That was pretty comical. I can't watch anymore, though. Alright, how are we doing with our Century Array? Ooh, geez, less than a year remaining. We're not going to be ready for the next section. I don't think we're going to be ready to do it for a little while here. Here's the thing. If we beat back the Unbidden, I think that'll be it for this stream game. Ideally, I'd like to beat up our Overlord and get our independence too, but eh. People want to see me play Hive Mind, so there's that. Where's my cursor? There you are. Okay, let's take a look. Whoops, wrong thing. Energy section. Let's take a look at your spaceport. Orbital hydroponics. Orbital hydroponics farm. Very good. All right. Now, mining division. Let's get another battleship. Energy division. Another battleship. Mineral Division, another battleship. Please and thank you. Thank you. Come again. Okay. Let's put this guy up here for no reason. Okay, food section. Let's take a look at energy section. Can't upgrade just yet.
Construction complete.
Make this a physics lab. There we go. And mining section. We're still upgrading there. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Are these guys wiping out a planet? Yes, they are. They're om-nomming on a planet. Doesn't matter how many armies you got down there, dude. It ain't gonna do jack. What the? Shush. Alright, how much longer for these upgrades? I guarantee that in our first battle we're going to lose our psionic avatar, we're going to lose all of our corvettes and all of our cruisers. Guarantee. 100%. Now, the only thing that I really wish we had right now is the precognitive interface to increase our tracking. That would land us more hits with our big-ass guns. Hey, bud, I have you on while I'm putting together a new buffet and table, so I won't be as annoying as usual. It's never annoying, Lord Rage. Don't worry about it. But I'm actually going to be ending the stream here pretty shortly, I think. About another 10-15 minutes.
Construction complete.
It's almost been 2 hours already, so... Alright, what do we got? So we're going to do the whirlwind missiles because it seems to be the cheapest tech, and we want to try to re-roll the stuff that we actually want. The particular repeatables that we actually want, I should say. Ooh, what the... Hello. What are you guys doing? Hey, they're going to kill these dudes. My-horrific.
Observation post lost.
Whatever. Why don't they go after the Awakened Empires thing over here first? Do that, please.
Incoming
Just as it gets interesting? Yeah, dude. It'll be more interesting for tomorrow's stream. No, give me a way better offer than that if you're getting my Neutronium War, you losers. That's just awful. What an awful offer. Alright, getting there. 87% done, the upgrades. Come on. Hurry it on up now. Why did I do flash coolant and focusing arrays if I'm not using any energy weapons? Oh, I'm using phase disruptors. I guess that's something. And neutron torpedoes on the corvettes.
Construction complete.
There we go. A few new battleships. Sentry array hub assembled. Beautiful. Sentry array Avengers assembled. Independence guaranteed. Okay. Interesting. Now what are you doing? Oh, God. Oh, no. We are going to lose these. We're going to lose one of our minerals worlds. That's not good. Alright, let's do this. Time to rock and roll. See what kind of damage we can do. Let's take off the rally point, though. I'm going to put it over Mineral Division. So how much are you guys generating here? 169 minerals per month. Yeah, we're gonna lose a lot. We're gonna lose a lot. Our economy is going to go into the pooper. Alright, kind of just curious how this will pan out. They have several fleets now. They only had like 3 earlier. Maybe if we could do some damage to this portal fleet. We'll just keep hitting them, retreating, build up a few more battleships again, hit them again. Ugh. But hey, we were able to beat them back with the whole situation that we had with the Blorg, where we lost everything. If we can come back from that, we can come back from this. We're in a much better situation too, I think, as well, since our empire is so much more spread out. We got a major powerhouse in our overall production here with our ring worlds. Can we ask for independence yet? They're still overwhelming to us. Why? Whatever. That's fine. Alright. Fight me, pansy! Planetary administration coming online. Feel like that is maybe the only disadvantage of focused worlds. When you lose them, it hurts. Yes, I 100% agree. Could you now get out from under your overlord while they're distracted? No. I mean, like, by going to war with them, yeah, probably.
Hostile station engaged.
Hostile station engaged. Let's see exactly what this does. Blast them into little bits! Come on, let's see that kinetic artillery. Pew 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 pew. There we go. These stations have negative auras. Oh geez, here comes their backup. These stations all have these negative auras. How about you? Why are you throwing away your fleet? I'm not throwing away my fleet. Look, they can emergency FTL in 12 days. I just want to do some damage and see if we can take out some ships. Our corvettes are going to get absolutely massacred, though, and I don't really care about that. That's fine. Looks like we got a couple giga cannons that are in range now, too. On the other hand, this psionic avatar, I don't want to lose that. Alright, mining section. You finished construction of the planetary capital. So let's go ahead. Oh wait, that was already done. Okay, never mind. So let's go ahead and upgrade these to grade 4 mining networks. Just for fun, we'll upgrade this mineral silo as well. And then we'll get this mining network built on that tile. And I don't even know if we've killed a ship. But all of our corvettes are dead. Alright, let's emergency FTL. Not sticking around. We're losing our cruisers left and right. GTFO! Alright. Ships lost 3. Ships critically damaged 0. Did we do anything? We took out a single battleship. Woohoo! We're the best around. That's okay. We need to rebuild. You could definitely pull off an independence war to boost your eco. Yes. On the plus side, every time we emergency FTL, our economy actually goes kind of through the roof. And that fleet that was about to bomb the crap out of Puerto Gulag, yeah, they pulled back to defend their little portal. Like a bunch of poo faces. So yeah, we are going to have to rebuild. Let's start here. There we go. Of course, we'd be a lot better off if we were not a tributary, because we're giving over 250 minerals and almost 400 energy to our overlord every month, which is awful. D. King, is it possible to split a same type of troop in different fleets? What do you mean? You can split the fleet. Are they coming back? Where are these guys going? Moving to the Puerto system. Okay, well, they're going to take up Puerto Gulag. That sucks. Anyways, I think we're going to save it here. It's been 2 hours. Good time to call it an evening. I'm really hungry. I need to eat something. There we go. Got a salad ready to go, and then I just gotta do up some rice, I think, and then throw some meat on a pan and come up with something. Same count of each unit in each group after the divide. Well, yeah, you just do the split fleet option if that's what you're trying to do. Anyways, that's going to be it for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, obviously, playing the exact same game. I started pretty early today. I realize that. Excuse me. But seeing as how I'm not working, I could be starting goodness knows when. Largely just depends on when I'm up for it and how long I want to stream for. But tomorrow we are going to be trying to rebuild, get enough fleet so that we can battle the Unbidden and actually do some damage this time. So, thanks to everybody who came by tonight. Techno Colby, D King, JB, excuse me, Razor, Lord Rage, Jeremy, who am I missing? Tony Knott, John Wildboy, all you guys who came by and were interacting with me in chat, greatly appreciate it. Those of you who watch this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. As I said, subscribe to the channel for more Stellaris Console Edition content. I'll be thoroughly streaming on May 12th when we get the 2.2 update as well as Synthetic Dawn DLC, so I'm looking forward to that. Until then, I want to finish this random stream game, as well as people want to see me play as a hive mind, so I need to do that on stream as well before we get 2.2 in the next couple weeks here. Wipe the floor with them. Well, we're not quite there yet, JB. I don't know if you noticed, but they have some very, very powerful ships. We just don't have enough. Anyways, yeah, hopefully tomorrow we see some success against the Unbidden, or we can secure our independence to, as Razor said, improve our economy, because we're just losing a lot. A lot of our economy is just going straight to our overlords. So that might also be the play, but we'll see. In the meantime, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Take care, everybody.